Welcome back to The Perfect Run, Ironman Impossible, XCOM. We are today going to finish this very long journey. This is going to be the last session of our endeavor, and I must say it has been quite right. So let's summarize where we are. We are pretty deep into October already. We have finished all of the buildings. We are just missing the gallop chamber. We have all of the armor available. Our squad is fully equipped. And I took a couple of decisions, but I'll come to this a little bit later. But let's talk about the things at hand. We need to wait 10 more days for the gallop chamber to finish. And the game presented us with a UFO crash site, 25-man large battleship, the largest one that we have seen so far. A rare opportunity because most of you have not the opportunity to see battleships. So we have been lucky in that circumstance. The question is, what are we going to do with it? Let's take a short look. The immediate reaction of myself was we are going to send the A-team and just trying to fight our way through it. But by looking at the enemies, let's look at the composition more closely. We have no sectopods in there. We have no ethereals in there, so that's two big threat factors already eliminated. Yes, there are mutant elites, which are harder to hit, but they are pretty prone against psi attacks anyways. Mectoids and sectoids, no problem for us. Mutant berserkers at this stage of the game, also no problem. Heavy floaters, more or less no problem as well. They are as difficult as normal mutants. And also cyberdiscs and drones shouldn't be a problem. We see there is a huge amount of mechanical units which we want to battle, but also, despite the number of our enemies, I think it's a quite doable mission. So instead of now using our absolute A-team and kind of going in to just kill everything, I want to make sure that we have a little bit more of a challenging mission to prepare for the temple ship. So, with that being said, we take Morten Ulrich as our scout, as always, and we might want to take someone who is psi active and has mind control. The reason for this is I want to make sure that we can deal with the mutant elites in case they are popping up. So let's take a short look here. Perfect. So this can be our psi operative. Willpower is also absolutely fine for the job. So yeah, Gonzalez is going to be our man in terms of making sure that we can control the mutants. He's also, so these two guys are heavily modified, which leaves 4 more spots for other guys that we could use. Specifically, we wanted to level a couple of the psionically active characters that we have freed. So let's take a look here. With him, we would have a sniper at hand. Likewise, there is the option for an assault. And Annette herself is also a support. So I don't know whether I finished Annette's training. No, I haven't. If she would be already at mind control, I would just take her as the main support. So why not? Why shouldn't we level her now? With that being said, we still need another way to deal with with the mechanical units, and unfortunately all of our remaining heavies are squaddies, so that's a little bit too low. We can't afford this. Hence, let's take a look at him. Now his psi ability is also mind control, so let's hit two birds with one stone. We'll take Garcia, who is both capable of dealing with the mutants and also capable of dealing with the mechanical units. Which, again, leaves one more room. If Ulrich and Garcia are dealing with it, we have a well-rounded group so far. I would be in favor of either a second sniper, so we can use a little bit more overwatch shots, or a second heavy. Speaking of which, is there anyone who needs a promotion here? Like, he's already on mission. And the other guys are really still pretty rookie-ish. So let's not risk too much here. At the end it's still 25 guys. What about her? Or him rather. He has a decent disabling shot, which is always good for crowd control, and we can use him. So we would have two snipers, pretty much a well-rounded team, which we now only need to equip. By looking at the options at hand, I want to consider how we want to equip them. Their aim is still unfortunately not the best. Let's take her. She has already rapid fire, so I'll give her the plasma rifle. Because her aim is really nothing to write home about. Let's give her also a little bit extra HP. And since our main squad is already having all of the nice items, I am considering to just, for the sake of showing you guys also a little bit more variety than just going in with ghost armor, I'm considering to do one run with Titan armor and do a little bit of a strategic change here and see how that works out. So next up, this gentleman here with his sniper rifle. We unfortunately have no plasma sniper here. I'm fine with giving the new guy a normal rifle, but let's, for the sake of this exercise, not absolutely overdo it. Instead, we can just need to remember that I equipped this sniper later on also with a correct gear, because I already put together my team for the temple assault. So this is now here. This is the C team. It's not even the B team that we are running with. So the C team. But let's take the plasma rifle, respectively the plasma pistol. So he is going to. Oh, he even has mind control. That's nice. So we do have two guys with mind control. I like it. And his aim is also fine. Now, Annette. Titan armor, light plasma. Since she has Titan armor as well, I'm confident that she's also fine on hit points here. Very good. This gentleman here equips also a little bit more HP. His aim is already quite okay, so I'll give him the ghost grenade, so we do have a backup plan in case things go south. We do have him as invisible. We have only one ghost grenade though. She needs aim pretty bad. He could go for another ghost grenade, but he also, I'm fine with him having a better aim. Now on net, that's a no-brainer. All right, so I guess that is okay. We do have a little bit of mixture of even old weapons like laser guns here, but the majority has plasma, which is fine for the mission. Hey Arnold, welcome to the chat. Yes, the temple mission is the final mission, and it's probably going to be the next one after this. I just wanted to have some more fun since the game presented us a Battleship. I wanted to have a challenge and take a not 100% perfect team to the temple ship, just to show you guys that also with less well-equipped personnel, you can still do it.
Bogey came down hard in a remote area just outside of a small.
So here we go. We find ourselves in a temple ship, in the battleship, of course. Temple ship is going to be next. In the battleship, of course. Largest UFO available, 25 person squad side from the enemy, and it is so large that there will be no exterior. We just fight on top of the ship. It is similar from the architecture as the Gangplank mission. But it's going to be a little bit more randomized and hence also a little bit more difficult. So let's get all of our guys in position.
Will I get to kill aliens over there? Moving.
And first things first, in this round we're not going to trigger anything, but we are going to inspire ourselves, of course.
Together, we are strong.
To do a little bit training here, and also to get the willpower of everyone up. That's just going to help afterwards. So, anyone else left? No, perfect, let's go. So I already hear chrysalids, which is nice. So as you can see, it's already a habit which I suggest you should also have, blocking the doors. So in case the chrysalids would try to swarm us, they wouldn't be successful. We are unlocking. So what's in stock for us? Well, that is not particularly interesting. So we already see that there is an alien here. I can't move here, right? So instead of just running in and kind of dashing, what I want to do is I want to, again, play this very, very calmly and securely. At this stage in the game, of course, the meld is a welcome additional resource, and we should try to go for it if possible. But by all means, all of our important soldiers are already melded, so if it would mean that we get into danger, we are not taking it. That's the reason why, although there's a meld canister, I'm just going to chill out here. Arnob, yes, I also downed all of the UFOs, and we killed all of the aliens on the UFOs, so there hasn't been a single failed mission so far. Good. Next up. Let's see. Whatever was behind that door just moved. It now moved to here. So I am going to open it, and we are definitely going to trigger, but Martin is going to be invisible. Okay. Interestingly, that even worked in our favor, because these guys did not trigger so far. Now, let's consider what we want to do, okay? So, these three gentlemen are definitely going to pose a threat. If we move outside, they are going to They are probably going to go down here. Maybe go down here, maybe even jump down here. I would even assume there's a chance that they go all the way back here. So, let's take someone who is having the option for run and gun. So she could theoretically go back. I'm just taking her to trigger them because I want to see where they are going.
Roger that. Eyes on target.
There we go, they are triggered. And taking heavy cover, that's fine. That was one of the best possible positions where they could have gone to. Specifically because this gentleman now has a full line of sight. And guess who's going to be your new sugar daddy? That's right, it's me. Keep in mind, mind control, yeah, keep in mind that mind control, of course. You should really keep that in mind. Keep in mind that mind control is available for 3 rounds. So the reason for me not taking all of them is that in 3 rounds we will then have the issue to deal with all 3 of them, right? Which is not very advisable. Instead, if I would move up to here, that shouldn't trigger anything because I still cannot see down. But I would have the option to kill both of these gentlemen. Before I take these measures, however, let's first and foremost start by advancing and taking our chances here. So she's the backup for the real backup plan with the ghost grenade in case things do not turn up as expected. I'm going to aggressively move him up to get rid of this gentleman. And secondly, I'm thinking about moving the sniper up as well, but it's just a little bit too short. I would want to get him into the first row because that will flank him. So that's not a trivial decision right now. We want to get into a good position and want to leave and want to keep our optionalities. So number 1, move her up and see if that triggers something. It hasn't. That's very important. Now the rest now is much easier. If it would have triggered, I would have just moved back because this guy here is without cover and they would have just eaten him for breakfast. But now we are in a better position, so this here could be a real thing, and we could start to gag them. So run and gun. Let's move into full cover. Before we go, let's shortly take the melt. That's fine. Now 2 times rapid fire. Go for it. 12 critical. Nice. And another 12 critical. You got it, babe. I like it. Really, really solid. This guy has 20 HP. And we would have pretty solid shot in killing him with our assault. We would have Mind Fray to wiggle him down. We would have another Mind Fray to further wiggle him down, so that's 10 damage already. Now, since she hasn't seen something, that field here doesn't trigger anything as well. Anyways, I don't want to risk it though. Let's just take the 78% shot. We are in half cover. Oh, that's really, really bad luck. Could have gone much, much better. We have no more cover up front here, which means we either go into full cover, but that motivates him probably to throw a grenade, or that's the other option, to go for a mind control, which I told you guys that this is usually not the smartest move to go for double mind control in the beginning. You normally want to be a little bit more mindful on these things. But let's consider our odds here. I don't want to give him a chance to shoot. I don't want to waste my ghost grenade either. So fuck it. Let's just try to mind control him, and then we rush both of them into the enemy and try to suicide them. Now, good news is we have a much stronger team right now. Bad news is they are kind of independent and unreliable. So after the 3 rounds, these 2 guys will no longer be loyal. But I guess they are loyal enough to take a very nice shootout with the heavy floaters, and I'm already looking forward to see that. Good. You look like someone who's interested to move down here. Oh, really? It specifically said no sectopods. How's this even possible? We got bad intel, that's for sure. Let's move up here. Let's first of all start by losing our alien grenades, because that usually means a lot of trouble. But so tasty shots as well. No, let's just kill him. Look at that. 1 shot. Nice one. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we are going to move Ulrich up. Just want to make sure that we also take a look at the sides. So far we have triggered, out of the 25, we have triggered 3, plus another 2 floaters, plus another 3, which is a total of 8. Right, so let's move here. And I would say let's get rid of the drones, because they are really annoying overall. Easy to kill, but really annoying as well. Okay, so he's a perfect target for Mind Fray. In full cover. Reduces his aim. Lowers his accuracy significantly. He can't move that much. Perfect. All the way perfect. Next up, I'd like to ghost this gentleman here up, because we need to take care about the sectopod, that's for sure. And one thing that I learned about sectopods is you don't let them live for long, because elsewise you are in deep trouble. So let's just move up. He will not be seen during this round. Questions really, shall we try to disarm this sectopod? And I'm saying no, because the sectopod will not go for our troops, but it will certainly go for the mutant elite down there. Keep in mind this is round number 1 out of 3 rounds. And I'm also mindful that these guys need to take a severe beating. So that's only a 50-50. I'm thinking about, that's a 100% Mind Fray. Let's wiggle him down even more.
You made a terrible mistake coming here.
Wow, that was 10 damage towards the mutant elite. Yeah, and he'll receive some healing. Need to get rid of the drone next round. Why is the floater panicking, bro? Oh no, you don't need to go. Just kill this mutant for fuck's sake. Anyways, we start with our beloved mutant friends. And the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to remain in full open ground, but I want to get rid of his grenade. So that's the removed cover. Next up, this gentleman here. We'll move up a little bit more. Takes the reaction shot, which I intentionally triggered with him and not with any of the assaults currently. He's taking half cover. That's already bad, but whatever. Now, second alien grenade. Gets rid of the drone. Does some damage. Really nice. I like it. So, next up. We still do not need to disable shot him. That was one shot. Oh. Let's keep going for the sector pod. One shot. Good job. And now I'm thinking, like, we could go out of line of sight of the sector pod. I wanted to live one more round, that's the point. I definitely wanted to deal some damage to our mutant elite friends. So I'm going to go fully out of line of sight, which means he will need to focus on these two gentlemen. And that is fine for me. By all means, kill the mutant elites. And whilst we're talking about it, let's scout ahead. Please take your two shots. Kill this guy. Wow, crit of 15. Good job. And now kill this guy. Not really what I would have expected, but whatever. Maybe the floater can help us. I'm hearing a cyber disc, by the way. Let's try to give our prime sniper the opportunity to get a little bit more experience here. Of course, he just screwed it up. Secondary sniper. Guys, that was not what I would have expected, right? And you know that. He's triggering the Overwatch and in the hopes of getting some damage. Oh, he's at 1 HP, I like it. That's not particularly what I would call I like it, because these guys, once they are triggered, anyways, we will be okay. Now here's the thing, this rocket here will kill all three, including the heavy floater. Good. What's the situation currently on mind control? Should be 3 more rounds of cooldown, right? Yeah, it's 3 more rounds. They can't see us right away because it's too far away, and they would need to double move. So I don't need smoke right now.
My field commander.
Let's see what the mutant heavies are doing.
Was that us?
So that's 3 pods down now. Oh, he survived the rocket. Interesting. That's 3 pods down now. Next up, let's get rid of as many of them as possible.
On the move.
Okay, we can kill the guy down there. That's no problem. I'm just thinking whether or not that's necessary. We can just move him back out of line of sight. And everything's fine because the mutants can't do anything. Well, they could throw grenades though, so that might be an argument for not doing it. Could go down here and kill this guy as well. That'll be no problem.
That's affirmative.
Okay, that is surprising me, because I could have sworn that
Set him up, knock him down.
that I would have been in range. Trying to get this guy up here, triggering also his Overwatch. There was no Overwatch. And that's less than 1% chance to hit. Why? Ah, okay, high cover. And his defense. Plus, I told you that she is not the best hitting operative ever. So we still have him and her. With her it's quite simple. We can more or less start to throw smoke here, which should normally do the trick. The third guy, that's the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about. Can kill this guy down here. The guy here in full cover, unfortunately, needs some it will need some mind fray. So let's first of all move her here and see if she has this guy in line of sight. If that's the case, then she can kill him. Yes, and that's 100% and an instant kill, which I prefer over just throwing smoke. So that's him down. Now next up, let's take this 100% shot here, which should deal some significant damage. Yeah, I figured as much. And if I move down here, there's no chance for him up there to see me. Good. So, since I can't hit him anyways, I would like to hunker down, but that's unfortunately not compatible with run and gun. So let's just Overwatch. Arnold just pointed out something very important in my opinion, which is if you are mind controlling aliens, try to use their grenades like I have shown you, because then afterwards, of course, they do not have it in their inventory and shit like this is not happening. Also keep in mind, mutants have the ability, heavy mutants have the ability for which is called extra long throw, so or powerful throw. So in essence, they can throw much further than others. The range is comparable with the one from your mech unit. Still trying to take away his weapon. But it seems that 80% are not enough to deal with this gentleman. So first things first, we'll become invisible and check what's up there. There's a floater and this mutant. I'm pretty sure I can take out the mutant. Just need to make sure that the floater afterwards get dealt with. Wow, 30 points of damage. That's really nasty.
Position confirmed.
So I feel Annette could already start to heal her up. Normally not a big fan of wasting charges on the medkit, but we are doing okay so far. So I guess that's okay.
Oh yeah.
So in terms of groups, we have killed 2 groups of mutant elites, 1 sectopod and a group of heavy floaters, which totals up to 12. No, 11, because the first group of, if I remember correct, the first group was only a group of 2. 11 or 12, anyways. I guess it was 11. So that would kill this gentleman, but maybe we could also try to feed some kills to our snipers. Yes, please. And he just received his promotion, which is nice. I like it. Let's just take a peek here. That's the only full cover which is available. Usually, I shall never camp at a generator. I already said that.
Aye, aye.
Are you sure it's safe?
Affirmative.
Let's get the guys up here.
Yes, Commander.
And we'll now also move our snipers forward.
Good to go.
Good time for reload.
Hold on, I'm not a
There are no enemies that we have spotted. So half of the ship is approximately down. I am waiting for the mechtoids and the cyber discs. They should be more or less next. I'm hearing them already. Mechtoid and cyber disc. Cyberdiscs have the habit of kind of being around the top here, and they do their turns quite quick. Aliens didn't take really that long to do their turns.
Ich mach mich auf.
Okay. I need to let him in the open for now.
Are you sure it's safe?
I like her accent. It's definitely French.
Understood. Moving out.
Running. Location confirmed.
All right.
Got it. Moving.
Next up is the usage of our sniper, the new positioning of our snipers.
I'm watching for them.
I'm surprised that this here already exploded.
Was war das für ein Geräusch?
That's rather unconventional. Something must have exploded here, but I can't imagine what it was.
Drücke aus.
So, if we are going to take the right-hand side, then, well, let's get our snipers to these positions here. They still count as high ground. And I like them because they usually have good line of sight also to crossfire.
Anything that
Inside of the ships, as always, you really need to make sure that your snipers are positioned preferably in really tense spots before you plan your before you do your next move. There's no advantage in kind of moving and then realizing that your sniper should have been in a different position. And since I prefer squad side snipers much more than snapshot snipers, I seldom have the opportunity to reposition.
Just don't send me into any dark corners.
Good, so that's our
Verstanden. Ich habe alles im Blick. It's killing time.
positioning here.
You hear that?
I do hear chrysalids, that's for sure, but I'm not so worried about them. Let's start by opening the door. So, the first positive news is we haven't spotted any enemies, so let's first and foremost discover what's up here. Since the right hand side is more or less free of enemies, I'm considering to also open this door and move ahead, but I don't want to fight on both sides. I much rather want to go for one side, and that's about it, because there is no joint platform. So what we are going to do is we're taking the opportunity, because we know it's clear. We'll move up our forces
Shoot an alien.
Solid copy, Commander. Moving to
and switch sides here.
I'm keeping a lookout.
Good. I'll take 30 seconds AFK, short bio break, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's go. So I already like that, because we'll now use the operative to further advance and take a peek what's up there. We will take this high ground here and fight from there with both of our snipers. I assume that's going to be very efficient for us.
Position.
Are you sure it's safe?
Yes, sir. Move, move, move.
Roger that.
They better hide.
So I do hear mutants, I heard chrysalids.
Anything? I can see one of those things.
And they are just running back. Alright. They understood that they cannot reach us the conventional way. Unfortunately, we're a little bit short on killing all of them with a rocket. Elsewise, I would have just said fuck it and gone for a rocket. So they stopped here, so this will be a double move for them to get up to here, in case they would want to do that. Still going to use to move all of my units, because I want to get the high ground and I want to get past the chrysalids.
That's affirmative. Roger. Got my eyes on it.
Roger. Got my eyes on. Alles wieder im grünen Bereich.
So they will probably now rush to our position. And there's the next sector pod. That's the reason why I wanted to take the high ground. Good for us that we haven't triggered it so far. This here shouldn't trigger.
Sure it's safe?
Also, it shows that at least the way up there is clear. We want to get our snipers into this position.
Moving on target location. Hauling ass.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Headed there now.
Let's keep him on Overwatch.
I'm watching.
Likewise her. Maybe the sector pod is moving into the other direction. That would be preferable. I don't mind him killing the chrysalids either. That's fine. Alright, it's moving back. Very good. Let's first of all kill this chrysalid.
X-ray down.
And now let's see if we trigger anything up here.
That almost looks like a small fusion reactor. If we could recover it, it may prove extremely useful to our weapons and propulsion research efforts.
Yeah, that's the fusion. That's the fusion generator for the fusion lance. You are right, as always. It is very valuable and very useful.
Rolling out.
Good. So all of these guys are up there anyways.
That's affirmative.
We just take our the remaining guys down here.
I'm on it.
Affirmative, covering
Still take the chance to prepare for some Overwatch. He currently is not in range of anyone, but I don't feel the necessity to now rush down there. Like, there's really no need for it. That's the third chrysalid, which again dies, so all three of them are down, which now raises the total body count to 14. So 11 more to go. No, yeah, 11 or 12 more to go. So there's a pack of mutants plus the mutant berserker. Perfect opportunity for us to start engaging them. Wow, with high ground bonus and such a nice weapon, she's still screwing up. Let's sell them. Okay, so what is his chance of controlling that berserker? 40%. I would love to control him, to be honest, because this guy can put out some really nice damage. Anyways, we're not going to do it. I might consider controlling one of the mutants though. So let's start by killing him. Come on, Annette. Really? Come on. I mean, really? No, you didn't hit it, that's right. That was obvious. One hit point. Are you serious? Good, let's check our mind control here. That's a 66%, but I'm willing to take it because there is a high chance of this guy, yes, to help us.
Copy that. Clear to engage. X-ray down.
Sometimes I wonder about the rookies. They range from, they have light moments where they are borderline geniuses, and then they have very dark moments. This would render myself visible, so I'm not going to do anything with him. Let's just see how they eat up this mutant here. Don't kill him. Well, maybe. Maybe that was too much of an ambition. Wow, that was unnecessary. Why exactly did he hit that shot? So, I need a scout, and I still have one more shot as well. So, let's shoot once. Perfect, that helps us with the drone. And that's our mind control. Perfect.
Stepping off.
Next up, let's run this guy into a safe harbor.
You know more about this than I do. Relax, I've got you.
First things first, we need to disable that sectopod. And as always, our disabling shots seem to enjoy the habit of not hitting. Question from the chat: what is the cooldown of mind control? It is 5 rounds. Which is a reasonably high number, but I would still consider it as to be borderline overpowered. And I guess that's the reason why they nerfed it quite substantially in XCOM 2. Wow, he has seen them. I'm surprised about that move of the AI. So he literally just used his rocket ability and gave us a really hard time up here. He hit us quite well. Like I said, I'm impressed.
Solid copy. I'm ready.
Which tells us that this is a good time to start our scouting again. Thinking about how I want to deal with the distance. He can't see us up here. It's too far. That's too far back.
Just don't send me into any dark corners.
But before we take any risks, I just want to go fully out of line of sight. Yep, okay, so that's out of line of sight, perfect. How about here? Good.
Got it. Moving.
The cluster bomb really has had some substantial impact on us. I wasn't expecting him to use it. So that's a solid double move, because he doesn't know where exactly we are. But he moves quite quite close to our operative.
Going dark. Running.
Let's move up because next round I would want to kill it if possible.
Aye, aye. Moving out.
Moving out.
Okay, I'll go.
So that's for the round after next round. She can't do anything sensible this round anyways. She's going to shoot, that's going to be our ghost grenade, and she's going to shoot as well. Solid damage. Let's try to give her a hit as well. Good job. Solid damage and ghost grenade. This here should be out of line of sight. Because I'm currently a little bit unhappy of him standing next to me. So I'm looking for a place which is definitely out of line of sight, and I guess that's it here. The alternatives are that I'm sprinting anywhere there. Can't jump up there. If I go out of line of sight, I can turn invisible again. Or the other option would be to just run back here, which means that he can take one shot into full cover, which is 100 minus 40 minus 20, so about 40% chance to hit us. Plus range deficit. Let me think that through, and also let's see if they can detect invisible. Okay. So it says, at least in the description, that a sectobot can scan the area and reveal similar to biogenetic skin. So this here could be a thing. The other alternative is moving up here and then hiding myself afterwards. I'm just not sure if this here is out of line of sight. And once I'm up here, there is unfortunately only limited cover. Could also jump up here. This here is, all of this here is unexplored, so I'm not going to take the risk. I'll take the safe bet, which in this case is reducing it to a 40% chance of being hit. He can only take one shot at me. Of course that one hits. Because why not, right? He has now prepared another volley of rockets. I can already see it. Which means we're going to take it down this round.
Negative damage.
90% shot missing. I just wonder, like, why is this happening? Okay. So let's take the next logical step. We want to make sure that our sniper is not in lethal range, and 5 is a little bit too less. Most of the things deal more damage than that. We're still perfectly fine with the rest though. Let's just not trigger any aliens and instead hunker down / Overwatch, and that's about it. I guess I hear another sectopod, which is worrying me a little
Aye,
bit.
aye, Commander. Good to go.
Aye, aye, Commander. That's affirmative. No retreat, no surrender.
Alright, so Annette has no more
No problem.
med packs. Let's train her psi abilities nevertheless. Good. Now let's see what's up behind here. Seems to be fine so far.
It's killing time. We're green to go.
Guess the remainder of the guys are back there. I still hear sectopods. I
I'm running for it.
am not hearing anything else so far.
Ziel bestätigt. Eyes field, Commander. I'm on it. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
There's definitely a cyber disk left. We don't need to speed up because the melt is lost anyways.
Unterwegs.
So let's think it through. When we entered this room, we had killed 12. We killed another sectopod and 2 drones and mutants, which ups our body count to 18. So there should be 7 more. We haven't found the sector commander so far. We haven't found the mech to it so far. So there's a high probability of them being in the next room. So that's not a clear line of sight. I guess the game indirectly is telling me you got to move your snipers down if you want to proceed.
Double time.
Okay, I'm going.
So let's advance a little bit. But again, with tender loving care. We don't need to overspeed.
If they cross my path, they die.
Arnold just asked, am I looking forward for the final mission? Definitely. I'm mostly looking forward to finish the playthrough because I like the team. But I would be also quite happy to finish this this challenge, right?
Time to motor.
Question is, since I still have ghost armor on him, I can certainly move up. I want to make sure that I do have the option to disappear if there's the need to do that.
On the move.
It's only half cover. Many of the positions here are only half cover.
Roger that.
Already there.
Let's hope that we will find some guys that we can also mind control. That would be really preferable, just to get a meat shield. I'm getting tired a little bit of only fighting sectopods. I mean, they are hard enemies, there's no doubt. But only fighting sectopods kind of becomes dull after a point. I guess one of the issues is the game is constantly promoting them so much, so I'm seeing sectopods in nearly every mission. And that's maybe because we are doing so well and the game realizes that we have done a good job, and now it's kind of throwing hard enemies at us. I don't know. Maybe it's just a feeling.
Enemies in sight.
Oh, a mech to it. Interesting. Oh, we don't need that one. Let's just use the shredder rocket and get rid of them.
Rockets away.
Not sure if that has killed them. But we certainly can take a look. The answer is probably no, it hasn't. Let's start by disarming this gentleman, shall we? Good. That's one disarm, and now let's deal some more damage.
Understood. Moving out.
Going.
Alright, he just received his shield. And there's a little Overwatch. Nice. So where is his shield coming from? If I would take a guess, I would say it's somewhere around here. Let's take a hit and make sure that the sectoid and this guy both die. So, mission sectoid has been completed. He's indeed dead. Alright, let's just kill this guy.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
I'm watching for them.
So, we have been at 18, now it's 21, which means 4 more to go. Should be 2 packs of 2. That was the second melt, by the way.
Copy that.
Roger that. Already there. Double time.
Got it covered.
Roger that. Scanning. No chest.
If I see anything, I'm shooting it.
Da draußen ist irgendwas.
That sounds like a cyber disk. Let's go here.
Aye, aye.
Understood. Moving out.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Understood. Moving out. Okay. Ready to engage.
I'm looking for them.
Got it covered. Jawohl, Sir. Moving out.
Okay, so we slowly move up here.
Orders confirmed.
Always in the security of full cover, of course.
Bien sûr.
Let's stick with our snipers.
Rolling out.
So we have 2 solid teams of 3 people each. And let's see what's left. I guess it's only 1 or 2 more packs. That should be about it.
I'll cover you from here.
Battleships are always like gigantic.
What's making that noise?
No noise at all, which means whatever is there hasn't moved.
Bin schon da.
Okay.
Moving to position.
Moving to position.
I hope you thought this through. I'll shoot anything that
on it.
moves.
Eyes peeled, Commander. On Overwatch. Running.
Just making sure that we have some different aiming angles with our snipers, because this here is a little bit limited. Now let's move on. Okay, so it's definitely the last room, and I'm still looking for the sectoid commanders.
Affirmative. Moving out. Heading out.
I'm a little bit out of luck, it seems.
Overwatch. Aye, aye. I give you strength.
Roger. Got my eyes
I'm
on.
keeping a lookout.
You
Are
hear
they
that?
really teleporting through the map? That would be super unfortunate for us, because then we have only a limited chance of finding them.
Packen wir es an.
This would be the last part in the map where they theoretically could be, and I hear that they have teleported already. Oh, well, that sucks. Okay, so that is scouting the whole area, left and right. Let's make sure our other sniper here is also in position, so we have
Hostile spot.
aiming angles on everything, right? There's only a half cover.
Eine mit tödlicher Geschwindigkeit.
Come on. So the good news is we already have hit him.
When do I get to shoot an alien?
Come on.
Was it worth
Wow, Annette really has hit something. I like it.
Aye, aye.
On it. Excellent work. All objectives complete.
That was rather a long mission, but it was enjoyable, specifically to not have everyone in ghost armor. I liked the mix. We We just had the exactly right combination to not fail
We
this one.
recovered a significant amount of the meld substance for our research. Excellent work.
And Annette now also with some mind control. And he's even becoming a mater. I like it. Oh, we recovered some artifacts. Ah, yeah, of course. The guys that were mind controlled, they dropped their weapons when they died. So they count towards us if they die during mind control, which is a nice way because you can get the equipment without capturing them. Good. So this is it. We still are clean. We have 0 losses here. Memorial is absolutely clean. Everything on one panic. So let's continue and hope that the Gallop chamber is going to finish soon. Let's shortly check our meld. One last thing that I want to do is visit the gene lab. We do have 25 meld. And we put him in here. So 15. We are missing money. And since the game for whatever reason put me on minus 700, I'm not even sure if I can ever sell as many items as to compensate for that. I guess the answer is no. Let's be realistic. I mean, no. Not going to happen.